Hi guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Hope you guys are having a good day. This is a new one for our channel. One of my subscribers asked me for this, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you are a subscriber, hello, I've missed you. And to all of my members, thank you for joining me this afternoon, and I see you in chat. All right, so a lot of you, I've been asking you guys, do you want me to do certain topics, and is there content that you would like me to discuss? Well, earlier this morning, I had a message from one of my subscribers asking me to look into an arrest of a former Mob Wives star, Drita D'Avanzo. Now, Drita D'Avanzo starred on the series from 2011 to 2016, and her husband Lee was incarcerated during the time the series started. He later was released after serving some years behind bars. But it appears now things have gotten, gotten bad, gotten worse. I don't know. Drita is definitely not one to be shy. She has a feisty one. In 2018, she actually got into it with Farrah Abraham on social media, threatening her with physical violence after Farrah pulled out of a boxing match. She got into a heated argument with Farrah Abraham during a joint strip club appearance, I should say. She said that, and after that, Farrah told people she was scared for her safety. And a source connected to Drita said she wants to get on a plane and F her up. Everyone's telling Farrah to shut up. This is someone you don't want to F with. No one should be bothering Drita. The mob will come after her. Well, her husband has ties to the Bonanno family as an associate, not a made man, from what I've been able to ascertain. And last night, something went down in Staten Island. So according to SI Live, which is the Staten Island Advance, everything happened yesterday evening. The husband's NYPD actually raided their Pleasant Plains home on Thursday night, and they allegedly found drugs and weapons. So according to the Staten Island Advance, they recovered 2 loaded firearms, assorted pills, including painkillers, anti-anxiety medications, and a large quantity of marijuana and a scale, according to the police spokesperson. And then they also were charged with 10 charges, including criminal possession of a controlled substance, criminal possession of a weapon, criminal possession of marijuana, criminal possession of a firearm, and criminal possession of drug paraphernalia. So they have 10 charges they are looking at. TMZ actually reported that it was a whole lot of drugs that were found, like a lot. So apparently everything came through via a tip from the community. There had been some suspicious activity at the home, and they made a tip. They contacted the local NYPD, and they, after following up on the tip, decided to go into the home and see what was going on. Clearly the tip paid off, because I'm guessing the suspicious activity might have been related to drug dealing. Maybe with that amount of drugs and weapons, I'm guessing it's related to dealing of narcotics. So anyways, according to witnesses, they say that there was a lot of cars parked along the outside of the home, and one of the neighbors said, my husband thought there was a party going on, and eventually they were arrested Thursday night. And the DA, so the DA in Staten Island Criminal Court, say the defendants Drita D'Avanzo and Lee D'Avanzo were arraigned today in Staten Island Criminal Court. Bail was set at $15,000 each, and they are remanded into custody, and they have both been adjourned and then court has been adjourned until January 31st, 2020. So apparently Mob Wives has not been on since 2016, and her profile has gone down quite a bit. Accordingly, so since 2016, there hasn't been as much excitement or activity outside of there. However, recent suspicious activity is ultimately what led them to tipping off the police about something going on. They also are charged related to a minor child being there. So behavior inappropriate around children is a charge that they are facing. It's a lot. I have no idea what kind of time they're facing at this point, but they were arraigned this morning. Her husband has a long history of criminal offenses. In 2003, he was sentenced to 62 months in federal prison on a conviction of racketeering for multiple robberies, marijuana distribution, loan sharking, and money laundering. He was also arrested on one of 4 suspects in Operation Turkey Shoot, where they were actually trying to break into a vault of a bank in New Springville in 2008. He was a suspect. They attempted to gain access by drilling through the walls of a neighboring building. The documents those were filed in federal court. He was actually on federal probation at the time for similar crimes and pleaded guilty to those. And he was sentenced to 36 months to 5 years in prison. He was a member of the New Springville Boys. He has openly admitted to using firearms to rob or attempt to rob individuals on 5 separate occasions, including the driver of a delivery truck, a marijuana dealer, and a stockbroker. And those are also from court documents. So they have quite a long history here. Now, Drita has managed to sort of stay out of criminal world. However, in 2016, she was previously arrested for a altercation between her and another woman. She allegedly punched the woman in the face in Tauntonville, New York. Those charges were later dropped. So her husband also has another warrant for drug charges in New Jersey, and he will be remanded to, I believe, the Garden State to face that warrant as well. Yikes. So, when they say mob wives, they really, really, really mean mob wives. Drita has been on social media the past few weeks, sort of just sharing her, she's recently been talking about some weight gain and her plans to try to trim down. She was posting last week about going Christmas shopping and getting parking tickets, and was annoyed with the parking meter people that hand out tickets to people that are shopping. She has been, notably not shy at getting into social media spats with individuals that clap back at her. She's been, a lot of fans really enjoyed her, as according to my subscribers who have been in the chat over there, they all seem to say that she was one of their favorites. So this is not good, but hopefully they've got young kids. That's my biggest thing, is if this behavior is still going on. And it's the amount of drugs that they're saying. I mean, it was a lot. Let me find out what TMZ said about this again. Okay, so according to TMZ, they say it was... Okay, so they also put in, according to TMZ, a judge ordered a limited order of protection for Drita's 12-year-old daughter as requested by the prosecutor. And the order allows for the girl to remain under the same roof as Drita, but states Drita cannot commit any further crimes around the child. If she violates the order, she will be subject to arrest and additional charges. Now, they say that they found 2 loaded firearms, a Smith & Wesson 9mm and a Smith & Wesson 38 caliber gun. They found 120 pills of hydrocodone, acetaminophen, 22 Xanax pills, and a large amount of weed. Both were booked on one count of acting in a manner of injuriously to a child because of the kids were around during the drugs. So being the fact that he has a previous record for selling marijuana, I guess we shouldn't really be surprised. This would be, if he were to go back to prison for this, would be his 3rd bout in the pen. Yikes, you guys. Absolutely yikes. So I never watched the show. I was only familiar with Big Ange and others from Marriage Boot Camp and Family Boot Camp. I know a lot of you were previously big fans of the show. It has not been on since 2016, but I will keep you updated on the developments as they move forward. And if you guys have any tips or anything that you would like me to cover, just let me know. I am available on Twitter at WOACB official, and I am on Facebook at facebook.com/withoutacrystalball, and on Instagram at Without a Crystal Ball. If you're interested in supporting the channel, make sure you hit the join button and so you can get perks. And also leave some comments below to let me know if you're surprised, if you're sad, if you're angry, how does this make you feel? I guess when you're on a show called Mob Wives, arrests for this kind of stuff should not really be surprising. All right, you guys, I'll be back later with more.